What's up, world? It's your boy Wes.
And it's your boy Mosby.
Coming at you with that locker room talk and the shorts on the sports.
Where we keeping you locked in on the scores, but on the inside, it's a whole lot more.
Because what's said inside the locker room
stays inside the locker room.
Let's do it.
That real talk.
They talking about that real talk. Oh yeah, we back at it.
Your vocals, bro. What the heck, bro? Hey.
Yes, sir.
Well, outside of that, we have some other very disturbing news that we want to give y'all. In all honesty and seriousness, there were a couple of different allegations that were made over the weekend. A couple involving some rape and kidnapping charges on some former Ohio State players, which is not going well for those guys right now. They're looking to serve upwards of 30 plus.
Oh my God!
If they are convicted. It's not looking good. But in addition to that, I believe it was a Utah player, and I could be wrong. Audience, just forgive me. I get my information off of ESPN, but I think it was a Utah player that was accused of rape. And after his allegation, there were about 7 other allegations that came against him, also of rape. And the story is still being developed on those. But after that, there was another allegation on the former Michigan State doctor, and who already has gotten in a bunch of legal trouble in terms of how he was handling some of his athletes.
Weinstein, right?
I believe that was his name. Nasir, I think.
No, Nasir. Yeah,
Nasir.
Nasir, yes.
But we're not bringing you guys here to talk about that stuff. No. The reality is that they made decisions. Whether they're true or not, right now it's to be determined. But they made the decisions to do what they did with their partners, and now they're starting to experience those consequences. And it's unfortunate because we had just talked last episode about how athletes get a bad rap because people think that they're these gods, and they're real human beings who make real decisions, who have real lives outside of the sport. And as a result, we look at their situations much differently, but we should look at them as regular human beings. Mm-hmm. And you have brought this up in our production meeting about how important it is to have support systems around you. Yeah. And we have completely changed to that topic because of stuff like this. Mm-hmm. They're making these decisions, whether they're being wrongfully accused or not. They're making their decisions as athletes to do certain things off the field. And now they're experiencing what that looks like because of the fact that people view them in a much higher light than usual, right? Yeah. So, Mr. West, how important is it to have those proper support systems? Because you, like I said, I love having you as my partner on this show because you've been through that stuff, right? You know what it's like to have that schedule, and you know what it's like to be around your fellow teammates and the stuff that you guys have to experience. And then when you finally get some downtime, you guys make decisions to do certain things that you guys deem to be fun. And you had a great support system around you to allow you to be successful as you are today. And so how important is that to have when you decide you want to play sports, especially at a higher level?
Let me talk about this to to the guys that want to play Division I athlete? I mean, this Division I. I know I didn't play Division I, but I know a lot of my friends that play Division I. I've been to their schools, and even be now in just the coaching realm. I've been around a lot of Division I coaches, so I kind of dive into the eyes of it. Simple as this: you got to understand what your life is once you get to that level, and you know, especially that not even just for men, but this is for women too. You got to understand, like, you know, you go to Division I school. You know, you go to Utah, you go to Ohio State, you go to Alabama, you go to Michigan. You're looked at as, you know, not a god or goddess, but you know, you just looked at somebody just like very famous. Mm-hmm. Like, wow, you play for the University of Michigan football, you play for the University of Alabama, you're a celeb right then and there. Instant. And so you gotta, like I said, I don't know, because allegations is so weird. We just don't know yet until all the evidence come out. So, you know, this is coming to the fact that make sure, you know, whatever situation you're in, whether it's being with around, you know, a man or a woman, if you're a girl, you've been around with men, or if you're a guy, you're around with women, watch your surroundings, because you don't know who got the best. Right. You don't know where their interest. You don't know where their interest is at with you, because you know, we don't know if, you know, this girl might be lying on them. Right. We just don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Correct. We don't know. We just don't know yet. You know, we don't know if this girl just said all this because she couldn't get to have sex with him. Right. Or, you know, get to go out and hang out with him in the club because, you know, I want to be around Ohio State guys. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. And, you know, if they did make this dumb decision, y'all got to understand, y'all play for Ohio State. Like, it's bigger than this. Y'all got y'all family riding for y'all. Like, mm-hmm. And then, too, it's just rape. Like, bro, don't do that. Like, come on now. Come on, that's just common sense. Like, bro, don't do that. Don't think just because you play for Ohio State, you're supposed to get any woman you want to. Like, correct. And for everybody that's trying to get the D1, don't use that as that because you want to be, oh, I play for this person, you gotta have sex with me. Like, no, don't do that. That don't mean a damn thing. You still a regular guy. You just really good at football. That don't mean nothing. Even when you get to the next level, yeah, you may play for the Bengals or play for whoever, but it still don't mean they obligated to do this with you. You're still just because you got a little money don't mean you're human. And that's in any job. Like, just because you're a little bit higher in your job don't mean you supposed to be they obligated to do this and that. So, but watch yourself when y'all get to these higher levels. Understand, you know, even at any other level, at a small school, you at a Division III, NAIA, D2, you still looked at as that person because you play for most of the time. The football team's the most popular team. That's true. So it's like, oh, you play for the football team. You know, people look at it as like, wow, that's an honor to be that, you know, on the football team. And you know, if you're a star player, they're gonna try to be like, man, I want to be around with that person or be around with that girl. You know, and you don't know what's gonna happen if you tell them no. So make sure, you know, you be around the right people and that's got the right interest for you, and don't put yourself in no bad situation. And let's understand where you at when you making these decisions to go play college football. Understand what you really got going on. Like, it just ain't just sports and going to practice. It's a lot that ride into it. You know, each move you make could be detrimental into the team and, you know, your future and going forward, this and that. So really pay attention to that. And, you know, as far as support, make sure you got the right people around you, because it's tough. It's tough, man. If you ain't got the right people around you, you get caught up in some things because you gonna get bored. You know, you're around your boys every day or you around your girls every day. You're gonna get bored. You're gonna want to do something, especially if you're in a small school out in the middle of nowhere, or, you know, even if you had a big school out in the middle of nowhere, it's just a school. If you ain't got the right people around you, man, you're gonna start hanging around with the wrong folks, make the wrong move. You know, no matter, you know, some of these people come from different backgrounds. They might be trying to say, like, hey, y'all, let's go do this. Let's go in this person's room, see what's going on here. Like, you don't need no type of people. You need the best people that's got the legit best interest in you. I'm talking about people that see that you ain't going, you know, that was with you from the bottom. You know, they ain't with you when you make it. Like, don't people, that's when you get weird, when people start saying what up to you all the time when you at the top. And things like that, when you're becoming that guy or that girl, when you just like that all-American, you know, you're doing this and that. When people really start saying hi to you a lot and you ain't never heard from at all, nah, them the people you gotta stay away from. A couple of times. Yeah, you gotta stay away from them people, and you'll see it. You'll see it as you start to become into your own or wherever you be in your sport. But you gotta have a good support, dog. Y'all just stay down with people that's been down with you when you first came in, when nobody even knew about you. You was just trying to climb yourself up out of that hole, or when you was down bad, yet they was still right with you. You gotta find them type of people, and everybody done heard that type of deal, but it's a serious thing, like in your job, whatever. If you ain't got the right support group, dog, it could just go down south for you. It could go downhill for you. Yeah, it can go downhill for you. Super detrimental. And, you know, and